Over here in the old chicken run area, we've got zucchini. Got some new ones coming up, and the older ones have been producing really well. My peach tree's sad this year though. There's only a few peaches on it. Last year was loaded. This over here is some Hubbard squash, some red curry, and then back here in the asparagus section, that's my other peach tree. It's just a baby. There are more zucchini planted. The asparagus we will be cutting down after it starts turning brown. And in this section is all zucchini again. This is the first year that we have actually had a fairly decent amount of pears on the tree. We got a few last year, but there's quite a lot of them on here this year. I'm very happy. And around this one, this is plums. They're just starting to change color. They'll be harvested next month. And this last tree over here is apple, but I don't think there's anything on it this year. I can always count on my grapes. They are always loaded. We have two varieties here in this section. There's a purple one and a green one. And we'll be making a lot of grape juice. Really don't need any more jelly. They're doing pretty good. These massive plants are zucchini, yellow crooked neck, yellow zucchini. Climbing up the wall there is red curry again. Climbing up the wall on this side is the Cherokee Trail of Tears black bean. I've already picked some and we've eaten them as green beans, but I'll probably let the rest just dry for black beans. More squash. Lots more squash. Large ones over here. This is all spreading out. Not entirely sure which varieties are over here. I think it's more red curry and maybe a Hubbard. These beans are doing great. This is the front garden. And of course, more zucchini. Yellow and green. I planted nasturtiums all around this section. It's supposed to keep the squash bugs away, so this is kind of an experiment. So far, so good. I haven't really seen any squash bugs on these, and they are doing very well. Over here, carrots are kind of sporadic. We've been harvesting some onions, and these are the Egyptian walking onion. They will replant themselves, basically. This section, we've already taken out quite a few onions. Another section of beets. This is all of our sweet peppers, banana peppers, red, green. Actually, I don't think we purposely planted any green ones. We've just got the red variety, so if we want to eat them green, we can. But the banana peppers this year have been crazy. I've never seen so many on a plant. We have a lot of volunteer tomato plants, We had cherry tomatoes over here last year, and all of those little cherry ones that dropped have created hundreds of tomato plants that we keep pulling out. I've left some, but I'll probably end up pulling them eventually. This trellis is more of the Cherokee Trail of Tears black beans. Here's more beets. These green beans are the Kalima variety. Trying them for the first time this year. They're doing pretty good. Starting to get lots of little flowers. The weeds are trying to take over the garden. I'm doing my best to keep up. This section is the hot peppers. They have grown quite nicely. A lot of them. This trellis is my cucumbers. These are the pickling variety. Getting quite a few off of that. Let's step around to the other side. And the next trellis, I planted some more. They're just getting a good start. But I have got a few cucumbers off of them so far. This poor section is kale and Swiss chard, Mizuna or something like that. But the deer or rabbits, I'm not sure what exactly is getting in here, but they have just eaten these down to nothing. I have an empty section here that I still need to replant. And this section of squash is our pumpkins, our butternut, our acorn. Really don't remember what other varieties I put over here. And I think these front ones are just more zucchini. We have a lot of zucchini, but that's because the animals eat it. And they love it. So that's the garden tour. Everything's growing. I almost forgot the tomatoes. They're back here behind the greenhouse in their own little section, but they are loaded as well. These are San Marzano paste tomatoes for all my sauces. I think we have 3 rows of these, but they're an indeterminate, so we will be getting tomatoes off of these up till frost kills them, so that's nice. Weeds back here are bad. And this little 4 are slicers, but they're growing too. The end. Today is August 2nd, and this is a garden update. Sweet potatoes are growing. I've just pulled the parsley and cilantro that went to seed and planted new. Cinnamon basil is doing well. Green beans, planted some salad stuff there. My celery is all getting pretty huge. It's time to start harvesting that. Strawberries are done for the season. Still looking pretty healthy. Over here I just planted some Tromboncini. It's a type of zucchini that I've never planted before. So here I planted more beets, just starting to come up. This is all salad seed tape, and I haven't planted this section yet. Over here This is the dragon tongue green beans, and they are getting all their little flowers. Hopefully we'll have some green beans soon. And my red cabbage is kind of forming, being a little slow, so I'm not sure if it's going to do much. This is the cauliflower. Some of them are okay still. Some I just need to pull and replant. Here I planted radishes. Previously this was the garlic that we harvested. And down at the end there are a couple of cucumbers and a sweet potato. And then carrots I planted. And that's it for this garden.